eventually it got written up in the local paper, the Orange County Register, that they're
Right. That was today.
looking for
Oh yeah, that was yesterday.
these hash oil pipes.
All right, let's see if we can get us another dub, baby.
Yeah, I did some really cool stuff. So
there's levels to it, right? And it all comes from solving a problem. But I listened to what you talk about the Sumi pens, and I practice jujitsu.
Yeah.
It's really challenging to me, and I feel like having something that's super challenging to you is really good for you. It's like not the whatever like
All right,
drugs you
let's
get
do
from your
this
brain,
real
they're not
quick.
free. Like smoking, yeah, you get it just by taking a hit of a joint. But when you work hard for something and earn it, I think it's good for you.
Yes.
And in the good jujitsu gyms, they're notorious for keeping you to white belt for like 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, get the second belt. It's like,
all right, let's get these sacks, baby. Get this pressure going. Blaze up this goddamn good herb.
And in the newer ones, where it's kind of a financial system, they call them MIC dojos. You can probably get one in 6 months.
See if we can repeat last season a little bit better.
Where it's almost mind-numbingly long how long it takes to advance because they just want to keep the riffraff out. Nobody sticks to anything for longer than a few days anymore. And that's why I love Build a Soil. Our customers have proven to stick through at least one grow and care about it. And all of a sudden we connect on that level. There's something in life that takes longer to earn that makes you happy. And for you right now, mycology is taking that place.
Yes, that came out of need. The microdosing. I went to see Paul Stamets speak here in Portland.
Which, by the way, has changed my life. I mean,
yeah,
he's working on our own brains.
When we were trying to get the law passed here, Paul came down several times for the fundraisers, and he would give a talk about, and usually he didn't want to talk about psilocybin because of the legal implications. And in one of the one of the presentations, he brought in the old school from the summer of '66, the Merry Pranksters. Mountain Girl, Jerry Garcia's former wife or whatever. I'm not really sure of but anyway, you get the idea. And all these old, like from the bus, Easy Crowd and everything. And I was just thinking, man, these guys had a dream 65 or almost 60 years ago, and they're still living it. And it came to fruition. They saw legalization of cannabis. I mean, I remember if you were pulled over and got found
got an anxious little motherfucker here.
Your car, you were going to do jail time. There was no, okay, well, go ahead. And then the whole LSD thing. A lot of people don't know this, but the famous Orange Sunshine, you can verify this one too. It wasn't actually LSD, it was ALD-52, and that came from the defendants at their trucks in Sands and the Ritz. Well, we weren't making LSD-25. We were making ALD, which is another rye ergo, but it's more stable. So where you're trying to ship tabs all around the world. I mean, I remember going to Goa, India, in 69, 70. You could buy Orange Sunshine off the beach from Europeans. I mean, it just blew my mind that...
There's like this recent. So I had a buddy come in the other day, and he goes, "You want to see these?" And he showed me some tablets, and I'm thinking, "What? Like pills? What the hell is this?" And he goes, "Okay, Oregon legalized."
We got our dark unis on, right?
Well, there's companies out there that you can take in, 100 pounds of your mushrooms.
Yeah.
And they'll go send a sample to Oregon. Oregon will approve it. It's like this level of psilocybin, whatever. They'll put it in the tablet at an exact dose of psilocybin.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Do it.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the 10.
We tried.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here. And past the 40. Before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They keep on the ground with
Come on, hold that block.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Send it to this lab within our metric system. Pay the fee. We will remediate the mold with UV and sprays and bullshit. And then send it back to you to legally sell it. But if you're one of those outdoor that has heavy metals in the soil, the lower...
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates...
Come on, man. Oh!
So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to
and he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6.
Tighten up.
I'm still going to be out there till I, make my passing onto the other side. You don't have to do that. You can grow your
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Burrow setting up to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, good shit.
His tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow.
Damn!
As he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott.
Damn.
Work his way across the 30 to the 32. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Sometimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Power running by Zeke. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, you don't become a two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Elliott. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. It's a keeper with Prescott. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Elliott.
Good shit.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Oh, fuck it.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent.
And he coughs up the football near his own
Get it.
And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To try again after the sack.
Get his ass.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Good motherfucking
shit. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
And you just need more passing and a few things. Yes. Proven to be more advantageous. And that's it. That's all the rest of the rest. And none of that has to do about they can go do this without us. And so that puts us in this position uniquely that to remain here because we have given them the other side. We put ourselves out as the middleman.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Burrow will throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second and 2.
Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly
come on!
In quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down. Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Again, it's Burrow. He completes it to Lloyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on second down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
Yeah, hike it while you on the phone, cuz.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't loading up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
One more time.
On one, right?
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Damn, I fucked that up.
All the way to the 30.
Here we go.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Got your ass this time.
Burrow looking to pass.
Man, come on, man. Get the
And it's
ball.
incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And that'll be clock. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Huh? Is it? That's what's up.
They'll run left with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Just that.
Complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Good shit. I ain't giving you that.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Get it back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow.
Get his ass.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Burrow.
Oh!
Complete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Got to make up for that, fellas.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, no.
There we go. Make up for it. Make up for it.
Cowboys, the big fella.
Make up for it, baby.
30, the 20, 10.
Mountain it. Good shit.
For a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Yeah.
Marr on for the extra point.
Just what we needed, baby.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Oh!
It's Boyd.
Damn!
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
All right, keep fucking with me.
Now Burrow on first down.
So
It's in a double coverage and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Get up out of here.
Only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing. Prescott.
Oh!
Incomplete. Critical play in this football game. Because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
What the fuck?
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready for this? Oh, my God, I'm already.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll air this one out for Boyd. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Pollard going to try the right side.
Oh, come on.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Come on, Rico.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. To throw is Prescott. Well, the tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, Not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Connecting with Mixon, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Prescott here to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up. Get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good game, man.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, it tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Well, since we're dealing with, so we're talking about, this is a good question that relates to selection. So, if we're continually saving from the healthy-looking plants, we're going to end up with healthier genetics that'll be better suited to our region. Now, those selections might not be suitable for Oregon because we'd probably be selecting for stuff that's a little bit longer season. There's also seed-borne diseases, so you might be saving seed from a plant that looks bad, and there's actually could be a disease that would affect the seed in future years. And it's like another reason to save seed from plants that look healthy. But I mean, it's also
to patiently stress a plant to produce something that's more sturdy than.
Well, I think if you stress a population and then you look at what still does well, I think that's a good breeding technique. So, something that people do is like